you need to make your lasagna is some mince, some mushrooms, spinach, tomato puree. Puree? Is it puree or puree? Some basil, a can of chopped tomatoes, and I normally use this lazy garlic, if you can see it, and some Worcester sauce, ketchup, pepper. So that's all you need. So I'll go ahead and chop these things up, well, the mushrooms basically, and get to cooking. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some olive oil, just a bit. Okay. And yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for it to get hot. So I think it's safe now for me to add the mincemeat. And then I'm going to add a bit of pepper. Guys, then I'm going to go ahead and add my lazy garlic. Yeah. So I'm going to add I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of it. Okay guys, so basically the mince is now getting brown, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix it. This stove is quite weak. Guys, so as you can see, the mincemeat is releasing the water or its juices, so I'm just going to leave that and wait for it to simmer down basically, and the water is all gone, so I can add the mushrooms and fry the mushrooms with the mincemeat. As you can see now, the water is all gone, and now all that is left is the oil. So this is a great time now to add your mushrooms. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and add the mushrooms. And some more pepper. Because I love pepper. Yeah? And then you mix. So you want these to fry with the garlic and mince. Because then I feel like it maintains, I don't know, it's just less watery, I guess, than if I just put it straight with the sauce. So I think frying it a bit just gives it a much more richer taste, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a cook, so. So I'm going to fry it about 5 minutes, I guess. I don't really time myself, and I actually don't really measure things. It's all, I just use my eye. If I see that it looks cooked, then it's cooked. Which is bad, I know, because then, you know, it's like then you can't really adjust things depending on, you know, how many people you have. Guys, so I've added my spinach and it's frying. I did this because I wanted the water to actually come out of the spinach and just get lost, basically burn out, because I don't really want my sauce, lasagna sauce, to be wet, because I'm not a fan of red lasagna sauce. So I'm going to pour in the can of tomatoes. And then I'm going to mix. Then I'm going to take my Worcester sauce and just drizzle it in there. I think I'm putting too much, but oh well, you know. And then mix it. My basil. So this will give it that authentic, what do you call it? Authentic Italian taste. So I'm just gonna add the leaves in there. and then I mix it. I'm just gonna put down the heat to medium so it doesn't fry up too much. So I wasn't sure if I mentioned this, but you also need a bottle of wine. So I went into the shop and got this bottle of wine, if you can see it. Bottle of wine, and then I'm just gonna pour some into my sauce, and this will give it a very meaty. Is it meaty? I think it's just will enhance the tomato sauce basically. And then when everything is all mixed up, I'm just gonna close the pot and let it simmer for 30 minutes, I guess, so that the sauce can really, I don't know, get some flavors into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the milk. Yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my onion, add in my bay leaf, the garlic cloves. Yeah. And then just let it heat up basically. Hey guys, I just came back into the room and basically the milk is everywhere. Yeah, so that's a lesson learned. Never leave the room when you're heating up milk. So I've just added a bit more and I can hear it boiling back up again. So I'm just going to remove it from the heat and place it on the side just for it to infuse for 20 minutes, and then after that I can go ahead and finish up the sauce. Okay guys, as you can see the butter is melting, so I'm just gonna move it around and just speed up the process basically, because I want it all to be melted. As you can see, the butter is all melted, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some flour, some plain flour, and I'll add about 50 grams. And I have to mix it while I add it because you don't want the lumps. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh, just burn myself. Okay guys, so basically what you want is for the butter and the flour to be fully like combined, because that way it won't burn. And then just move it around for about a minute to 2 minutes. And then here I'll just add a bit of pepper. You can add ground pepper, but I don't have some today, so I'm just going to use ground pepper. I mean peppercorn, sorry. Actually smells so good. So what I'll do at this point is decrease the heat, because it's all cooked now basically, and then I'm going to add a bit of the milk while mixing and making sure I get rid of the lumps. It, I'm going to go ahead and add some cheese. And then mix again. Sometimes at this point you might need more milk, because sometimes the sauce is quite thick, especially with me because I'm not measuring stuff. So sometimes I need to just adjust my ingredients and my measurements and my yeah. As you can see, it's quite thick. So I'm just gonna add more milk. And unfortunately I finished my other milk, so I'm just gonna add my cold milk, which is fine. Just turn up the heat a bit. And then mix. My sauce is now finished. Look how smooth it is. And it's the consistency that I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put it to the side. And switch off my stove. Hot plate, whatever you call it. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble my lasagna. My minced meat has been simmering in the pot for about 30 minutes. And so what I'm going to do now is add some ketchup. So this is my secret ingredient. Yeah. So I'm going to add it to the sauce. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and mix it. And then basically let it simmer again for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then I can assemble my lasagna then. And what I'll need now is an oven-proof dish, some cheese and some lasagna cheese. I've been preheating the oven for about 30 minutes now. It's quite long, but you know, so I wasted a bit of electricity there. But yeah, so I'm going to put it, when I put it in the oven, normally it takes 20 to 30 minutes, I think. I'm not really sure. I just look at it and then I decide whether it's cooked or not. What I'm going to do now is first put in the sauce as the first layer. So I'll just put in that. Okay, next step is to put the lasagna sheets. One layer of it. And normally, because my pan is a bit small, I normally break a bit so it fits, and then just put the pieces on the side. And then I go ahead and pour in my white sauce. Spread it around. I'll go ahead and pour in my sauce again, my mince sauce. And then I repeat. Add the sauce. I'll put all of it because, you know, it's fine. The sauce is quite rich, so it doesn't really matter. And then the last bit I add is some cheese. So I sprinkle the cheese on top. If I can. Voila! So then I take my dish and put it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven basically. Just taking out the lasagna from the oven, and this is what it looks like. It's a bit burnt, I think, but no, not too much. So I don't think it'll cause any difference to the taste. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm just going to serve it now and show you how I eat it, basically. Okay. As I've just dished up the lasagna onto my plate, so what I'm going to do now is add some salad. So I love this peppery, what do you call it? peppery salad from Tesco's. So it has rocket salad and what do you call it, spinach and whatever, but I think it's very healthy. Add some Parmigiano Reggiano, so some Parmesan, if I can open it. I'm just gonna put it onto my leaf salad. And I put loads because I really like Parmesan, so yeah. And I'm gonna take some dressing. I really like the Pizza Express, what is it? I would have thought it's just a normal Caesar salad dressing, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour it onto my leaves. Okay, I won't put too much of it because I don't really want my salad to be, you know, too heavy, because I'm already having a heavy meal. This is the finished product. And yeah, I promise you it tastes amazing, even though it doesn't look appetizing, but the flavors are just there and are there for you to enjoy basically. And normally I have this with some wine or some water depending on what I have in the fridge. And yeah, so hope you decide to make it and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you for watching and hope you enjoy. Cool.